just a few things. Obviously, good team win in a lot of areas. Thought we did a lot of things well. We'll see the tape tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be some things that we'll want to clean up. The penalties still bit us a few times, but it was one of those games where statistically in most of the categories it leaned in our favor. So any questions?
Coach, right in front of you, a two-parter. First, how comfortable and confident were you in the offense, 512 yards on the night? And the second one, you tied with this win Bill Parcells for the 16th most wins in NFL history. What does that mean to you, especially tying Bill?
I'll answer that second one first. He's a pretty big influence on what I've been able to achieve. And so I'm sure we'll talk at some point this week. We talk pretty frequently. He's paying most of his attention to the horses. It's hard to, there was an early point in my career where I felt I was going to be a head coach, but coaching with him for 3 years allowed me to have success as being a head coach. Back to your question at the beginning, look, we felt like we'd be able to run the ball. We knew that, this was an important game for us to establish the line of scrimmage. We did, and we did it in a number of different ways. So almost the antithesis of a week ago where you looked at our average third down numbers, I think it was 3rd and 4. So many players, did a good job that I told them in the locker room, we'll get a chance to look at the tape and then hand out game balls, what have you. Obviously, we'll be on a short week, so recovery will be important at a premium. It's an honor.
Coach, wanted to go back to the third down numbers for a second. I think 6 of 8 in the first half offensively, and then the Bengals didn't convert their last 9 third downs. Just how critical was that to how the game played out?
That was significant. We obviously were in much more manageable third downs. We went to the line of scrimmage a few times with some spontaneous plays. I don't know that they crossed the 50 for a good portion of the second half. We did a lot of things well defensively, and look, I know the quarterback is different, but he's had a lot of success in that role there. We covered him well, and I thought we rushed well, and I think they became a little one-dimensional.
Sean, a few days ago, you said kind of soon, in terms of developing an offensive identity. Do you feel like you came a little bit of a ways with that?
Yeah. I mean, look, obviously, early in the season, all 31 other teams are really working to figure out who they are. We're no different, but it certainly was a step in the right direction. And, I would say that there were a lot of things that we were able to do tonight that hopefully can carry over. Now, we changed quickly to a team that just finished winning the Super Bowl, so we'll enjoy this one and then get back to work tomorrow.
Sean, you talked about sort of getting the flow with your 2 running backs, especially when you have 2 guys that are new to you. How much does it sort of take to figure out how you want to deploy them together? And
one thing we did different tonight, there were certain tags that put either one in, but we gave them series. And I think that helped both of them. We're certainly is easier to call plays, and both of them got in good rhythms. There were hard-fought yardage. I thought, those guys both ran hard. I thought we blocked them well. We pushed them well. And so we'll look at the film, but it was good to have a 100-yard rusher. It was good to run. I don't know how many attempts we had, but that typically happens with a big lead. I'd love to have that many rushing attempts, but it's usually a byproduct of being ahead.
Sean, I know you have to go back and look at the tape, but in the 2-minute drill that you guys got at the end of the half, just kind of on first glance, what did you like about the way
it's an O-zone situation, means, that last touchdown, Bo kind of bailed me out. We were in 0-1 personnel, and so the play has to go to the end zone. We don't really want the play clock to be running, so it's out of bounds or end zone. It was a great call by him and a great throw and catch by Sutton. You start those drives thinking field goal, be smart. We start the second half with the ball, and then you midstream adjust, and quickly we were across midfield, and now your mindset changes. And that was certainly a big play at the end of the half, a huge play.
Sean, straight back. Bo, I guess, completed passes to 9 different players and attempted to 10. Bryant being the only one who didn't grab it. I guess we saw that some last year where he was spreading it around, but how nice is it that he's able to distribute evenly?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys stepped up underneath. They played some soft zone. He did a really good job getting through his progressions. He came underneath, 4, 5, 6 times where the coverage got deep, and right away, he knew where his underneath flare control was, and then more importantly, we did a good job of advancing. We converted a number of first downs, be it on second or third down, with an underneath throw. So that was real impressive.
Sean, did you have much concern about Marvin Mims's hip injury entering the game, and what'd you think of his receptions and his touchdown run tonight?
We wouldn't have played him if we felt like so he had a pretty significant workout Saturday morning, and the doctors, Bo, him, and everyone felt pretty good about it. He did too, so it was good to see him moving around. And
What'd you think of his game?
Yeah, good. I mean, it was real good.
Yeah, Sean, in the fourth quarter there, that one series with Dobbins, are you aware of 100 yards? You try to get it?
No, I was not. In fairness, those things come up more at the end of the season, usually, where there are bonuses involved or records and stuff. But I wasn't aware that. I just knew he was running well. I knew we were running the ball well. So it was his turn up. I think Patrick told me on the way into the tunnel.